JL from America's Next Top Model Season 8 is featured on the latest episode of Dr. Phil. And the reason why she's on there is because she's been battling a severe drug addiction and her family thought it would be a good idea to do an intervention. Let's take a look.
JL was on America's Next Top Model. Now she's a full-blown meth addict.
An intense intervention.
Do the drugs get her and take her life, or do we get her and save her life?
With a guest this unpredictable, anything can happen.
She just opened the curtain, pivoted on her heel, and is running through the Paramount lot. This thing is changing minute by minute. The first time in 10 years I came out here to talk to you.
There's so many things about that video that bother me, like the over dramatization of it, Dr. Phil telling her, like getting down and saying, this is the first time in 10 years I've come out to speak to one of my guests.
Like, ooh.
Big deal, who cares? Like, why is that a big deal? Like, this woman has a serious meth addiction. Her family is worried about her. I mean, that first picture is not from too long ago.
Now, how many years difference is that?
5?
It's 5? Okay.
All right, this is a great ad for Don't Do Meth. Okay, and you know, we've done these pictures before, and sometimes it's a matter of just 2 years, sometimes it's even quicker, and sometimes the teeth are rotting out. Man, I can't believe people take that risk. How crazy is it to do meth when you might wind up like that? So in some ways, the fact that it's highlighting that makes me think that the TV show does some good. On the other hand, the way that they make emotional porn out of it just bothers me in my gut. Like, oh my God, what's gonna happen with the music and her putting her hand on the camera? And obviously they're taking advantage of it to a certain degree for ratings. So it's a tough balance. I mean, what are you going to say? Like, don't do it. Then it doesn't show you the problems that people have, and then people maybe don't see the enormous issues they can have with meth as clearly as they do when they see someone like that that's out of control.
Yeah, but everybody thinks they're different, that it won't affect them that way. Who does it?
Yeah.
Well, and I think a lot of people assume like, oh, if I try it once, I won't get addicted to it. But it's a highly addictive drug, and you know, the thing that bothered me the most about that was just how transparent Dr. Phil was with making it so over dramatized. Like, I hate the emotional porn, and I hate the fact that we exploit people that are going through real problems for ratings. Mm-hmm. And it's not good. The thing is, if I felt like this was going to help her, I would be fine with it. But I don't see this as helping her. I see this as exploiting her. And making this public and making everyone get involved in your personal life and your personal struggle like that is not going to help you overcome this drug addiction.
And here's what's going to happen. The minute that show is over, they're done with her. Unless they want to do another ratings boost and they want to bring her back and see what kind of situation she's in. I mean, it's obvious. Everybody knows that they're not in the business of caring about her, right? And on the other hand, maybe they felt they couldn't do it without the pull of Dr. Phil and they couldn't get her to listen, etc. So I don't think it's an absolutely clear-cut situation, but those shows are not for me. Those daytime shows that live and breathe this stuff really bothered me in my gut, and I hate watching them. So, but obviously some people love it.
Now, there was another model that was competing with her in that season of America's Next Top Model. Her name is Carrie D. English, and she wanted to chime in on this situation. Gawker had originally written about it, and Carrie D. English commented on the story, and she said the following about America's Next Top Model and Tyra Banks. She kind of faults them for it a little bit. She says they should have evaluated her a lot more before letting her on the show.
No.
All they saw was a personality good for television. Well, this hopefully will save at least her life and someone watching. Everything happens for a reason. She continues to write, I love what I have made for myself since my win, but mentally it's horrific, and any girl who has been on ANTM can back me up. No one wants to take us serious as models. The fashion industry had no idea how to market us.
Oh, cry me a river. No, that I don't buy at all, right? It's not that TV show job to make sure that they say, okay, is everybody super mentally fit? Let's go through psychiatric exams because this show is so stressful. Look, that's the stress you're putting on yourself, and you're volunteering for it, and you're getting a ton of publicity you wouldn't have gotten otherwise. And by the way, I got news for you. If you weren't on that show, they probably weren't going to take you seriously as a model anyway. Okay, so
there were 252 competitors in that show throughout all of the seasons. So it's a little unrealistic to expect Tyra Banks to like follow up with you and make sure you're okay.